Oops-a-daisy.
It's the last thing that can be recorded in this house.
I was thinking about that. I almost asked while we were doing the thing if I should tweet about not having an episode this week. What a good way to send this out.
Yeah. A nice sweaty episode.
A big sweaty episode. I almost, because I tweeted that it was the sweatiest episode, I almost tweeted that it was the dustiest. I was like, that makes it sound like it's old. We're just going to do that for an hour. Hey.
How's it going?
It's going to be a real casual episode.
Apparently.
I'm feeling it. We're sweaty.
Yeah.
I just did a whole lot of work.
Yeah.
Now I did, I should have brought this up before. I do have a visual for us.
Oh.
So it was, where did I put it? I'll put it on my Twitter bookmarks. So I've got two maps for you.
Oh, we got maps.
We got maps. So this is every mysterious appearance that's happened in the United States, I believe, in about the last 150 years.
Okay.
Now, if you look at it, it kind of follows the lines from the maps that we've looked at.
Our ley lines that we were looking
lines.
at? Yeah, we've got big circles. And that's just down the mountain ridge there.
Oh, yeah. And that's the map of caves and cryptid sightings.
Huh. Yeah, limestone and lava caves. Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
A lot on the Appalachian Trail, which I guess makes sense.
Yeah.
Scary. Mountains are scary.
Mountains are scary.
All right, here we go.
So is the deep sea.
Water in general, very scary. Don't love
scary.
it. Don't love it. Gonna have a rough time with aquamarine cryptids on this.
They're that color of blue. Aquamarine. They're all aquamarine. They're all blue.
I don't want to be in this podcast anymore.
What a long day.
All right, so welcome to my neighbor Mothman. We almost forgot again.
Yeah.
But I remembered.
I'm Levi.
I'm Zachary. All right. Serious time.
Yeah.
It's November 1930.
Okay.
You're in Valdez, Alaska.
Oh.
What you doing in Alaska?
30 days a night.
Sure, man. What's going on over there?
No, keep going. I just want to double check stuff.
So you're doing things. You're doing snow things. Hanging out with penguins? Maybe. Are you finding the last airbender stuck in the ice?
Ooh. 200 years.
200 years. 100 years.
100 years?
100 years.
Why do I think 200?
I don't know, because you're dumb.
Probably.
But don't worry your dumb little heart, because you found something. Oh, wait, no.
Oh.
Take that back.
Oh, I didn't find it.
I was drunk when I wrote this part, but I did tie it in well. All right, so doing things that Alaskan natives do.
Yeah.
Hanging out in the snow. When you have a thought that is most well attributed to our sweet, sweet friends Katara and Sokka, and that thought is, what the heck is this big thing in the ice?
Oh.
Boom, boom, boom. The Cadborosaurus.
Okay.
Caddy.
It's a dinosaur? Like plesiosaur style?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Kinda,
I'm
kinda.
thinking, yeah.
I mean, very large kind of sea snake serpent.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But with a horse head.
Oh.
And he does kind of have little plesiosaurus flippers.
Little flippers.
Yeah. But his back flippers, it depends on who's telling the story. Mm-hmm. They're either little flippers or they're like a big fan tail.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
But yeah, known as Caddy, most well known on the Pacific coast of America. North America.
Yeah.
All of it. All of it together. Alaska. So, what did I write this? All right, so it's believed that it normally hangs out around about Washington State.
Yeah.
Kind of hanging out in there. And then as it gets warm, it moves up towards Vancouver and Alaska for that colder water.
So like colder water.
It does. It loves the cold water.
Okay.
Don't blame it. Probably feels nice.
It's like there's a certain species of shark that lives up in.
I'm scared of sharks. Don't bring up sharks.
Oh, it's not an attacky one. It
Okay,
filter
but is
feeds.
it a
It filter
shark?
feeds.
Is it a shark?
It is.
Scared. Sharks terrify me.
Greenland shark?
I watch Shark Week every year, hoping that this is the year that I'll get over it, and then
Yeah.
I have nightmares about sharks all throughout Shark Week.
It's the oldest living species of shark, if I remember.
Yeah? It's the oldest species of things that scare me. I had that backwards. They like the warm water.
Oh.
When the vein, because I wrote it when I wrote it in a confusing way. But when the waters warm up in Vancouver, it heads that way. So it likes warm water, not cold water. Inuit in Alaska have even put the picture of this animal, like they carve it or put it on their canoes in hopes that it will scare the animal away, so they won't get messed with.
It's Greenland shark.
I don't like it.
They live like 200 years?
200 years, too long.
250 years?
Hate them. Hate sharks. I've been talking into the wrong side of this a little bit.
You know.
I'm sure it's still
I'll
picking
just
me up.
flip the audio.
That's fine. All right.
That's how that works.
It is exactly how it works. That scared me. There's been more than 300 sightings of the Cadborosaurus in the last 200 years, which I think, other than Bigfoot, is one of our highest sighting counts.
Yeah.
I'm just trying.
Yeah, so far, that's for sure.
Just trying to shift. I'm uncomfortable. So it's been seen all the way from San Francisco Bay, Vancouver, Alaska, all the way to British Columbia. They see it over there too. Now, we're gonna get into the big thing that excited me about doing the Cadborosaurus.
Yeah.
You want to guess it?
Is it some sort of magic?
No,
Okay.
it's not attack.
We've had.
I've done a lot of magic.
There's some
ones.
magic, yeah.
I think I like the magic ones. No, carcasses.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
It is, because I was looking at a list and I was just kind of I was like, let me put a little list together of stuff that I like.
Yeah.
And I saw this one and it had a picture, and I was like, because it wasn't like a drawing. It was like a photograph from the 1930s, 40s, and I was like, let me click on that right there, and it was like, potential Cadborosaurus carcass.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's crazy. And then I was looking at the Wikipedia article, and it was like carcasses, and I was like, there's been more than one.
Plural. Yeah.
Plural. And there have been. Now, the Wikipedia list and the list I found had 15 carcasses.
Yeah.
But I didn't include the ones that have been ruled out.
Fair.
That the remains have been identified as something else. Because just why did you even have that in there? So, in 1930, that's when we get our first carcass.
Okay.
First recorded carcass. I'm so burpy.
It's a little while ago.
Little while ago. 30-foot long skeleton found in the ice.
That's
Valdez, Alaska.
That is not insignificant.
No, that's
I'm trying to
long.
imagine. Yeah, that's a long way.
That's as big as a hole.
Yeah.
A sweet bat.
Yeah, it's wingspan. Yeah.
His wingspan, yeah.
Huh.
Big sea snake.
Go to Target. Those tiles.
No, wait, no. Go to Home Depot.
They don't have the tiles.
No. 3 12-foot tall skeletons.
Well, yeah, there you go.
It's pretty much that long.
Pretty much.
Or take one and cut it in half. 2.5 of them? It's exactly that long.
2.5 of those giant skeletons you've been seeing.
Please, someone walk into Home Depot and say, can I buy 3 of these? Can I get a half off deal?
I might buy one.
I'd like to buy one, but then I think about the logistics of how would I get it home? Where would I put it? My apartment is not big enough for a 12-foot skeleton from Home Depot. Yeah, so this skeleton was sent off to be studied, but nothing was ever proved. They couldn't figure out what it was.
Yeah.
They never proved what it was, and then it just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, that you get kind of lost
It
to time.
happens.
Yeah. Genealogy's still a growing field at that time.
Yeah, so I wrote here, nothing was proven, but people did think it was simply a whale, but it was 1930, so what did they do? Apparently I was feeling a little aggressive.
Yeah, a little aggressive towards these people, yeah.
1937, now this is the one where I get the picture came from.
Okay.
A carcass was removed from the stomach of a sperm whale.
Oh, those are big whales.
Those are big whales. And this was not a small one that they pulled it out of. And this was not a small skeleton.
Yeah.
And they pulled it out, and immediately the scientists was like, oh, baby sperm whale. But 10 years later, this group came forward saying, hey, like, we kind of want to study that because they found the pictures and they were like, that doesn't look like a whale skeleton. Couldn't find the skeleton.
Yeah.
It had been thrown out. Which, if I had a 30-foot skeleton of anything that I was like, that came out
Who
of a
knows
whale,
what this thing is? Yeah.
yeah, there's no way I'm throwing it out.
No.
I'm hiding it in my apartment.
Yeah. Next to your 12-foot skeleton.
I'm gonna wrap it up like a little snake. I'm gonna sleep in it. Feel one with nature. Maybe that'll get me not scared of the ocean.
I doubt it. The ocean's terrifying.
But yeah, so the group came forward. They were like, "Hey, we want this. We want to look at this thing because we don't believe that it is just a sperm whale."
Yeah.
Skeleton had been thrown out. They spent, I forgot to write the number down. I think they spent 4 years searching through the ice, trying to find this specimen. Couldn't find it. So then we go cold for a couple of years. We got a couple sightings that turned out to be like elephant seals, some whales. And then 26 years later, 1963.
It comes back.
Cadborosaurus just a scary clown? I hate that aspect of that movie.
Yeah. That's the same plot of Jeepers Creepers.
Never seen it.
It's very similar.
Okay.
Like, Pumpkinhead has a similar thing also.
I don't know what that is.
It's another horror franchise. It's not great.
I don't like scary
First
movies.
one's good.
Scary movies scare me a lot.
Every year it comes back. No one can remember except for the person who killed it last time. And it comes back every year. You have to kill it a new way every time.
That's an interesting concept.
Yeah. There's like 13 of those movies though, so yeah.
Is each one just a new year?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. So, 1963. Back to this.
Yep.
Near Whidbey Island in Washington State, right off the coast, a carcass was found in the water that had a head resembling a horse's. They believed that it was a basking shark, of course, but I don't know if you've seen a basking shark.
Oh, I am familiar. They're terrifying.
Yeah, they don't have a horse head, though.
No, they got a big long nose though.
But not a horse head.
No, not a horse head.
Not a horse head.
Also, I don't know. They get big.
Not 30 feet big.
Not 30 feet big. They get like 15.
Now, the sightings, of course, have differed because it's been 200 years that these things have been sighted.
Is that me?
Huh?
Somebody messaged me.
Uh-oh. Did they say, hey, good podcast?
I don't think
Did they say, hey, why does that dude sound like that?
No.
Or that dude looks like Dwight Schrute. Shut up. So, sightings have reported this thing to be up to 45 feet long.
Oh. Goodness gracious. I'm so sorry.
It is just
very unprofessional.
Wow. Can't believe this.
Sydney's asking when I'm moving. You get a
Today.
buy. You get a buy. You're pregnant. You get pregnant brain.
No, now we've dated this.
We've dated it regardless.
No, we haven't.
Shut up. Keep going.
That's
It's not a basking shark.
That's all I've got.
They're not 40.
Not a basking shark.
Up to 40 feet long, huh?
Up to 45 feet long.
Ooh. That's really big.
That's very big and very scary.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of being in a small canoe. It's already stressful. Paddle.
On the ocean.
On the ocean.
Yeah.
In Alaska.
Yeah.
Paddle. A 45-foot long creature shows up.
It like goes by you and then it just like keeps going by you.
I'm never getting in the ocean.
You play Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, we've played Sea of Thieves together.
When the Megalodon shows up and it's just kind of like, oh no, here we go. This is it.
Yeah.
This is the one. I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Who's Elizabeth?
That's a Red Fox reference.
I don't know what that is.
That's an old comedian. He's real old.
No. I've been making a lot of Sanford and Sons.
Yeah.
It's the big one.
That's that guy.
Yeah. Oh, it's the same guy?
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Oh, cool. Did he say I'm coming, Elizabeth, in that show?
When he's having a heart attack.
I don't remember him saying I'm coming, Elizabeth. But then again, I was watching it when I was 12. But yes, that's all I've got. I meant to have 2 ready, but I wasn't 100% sure if we were recording today.
Yeah, no worries.
And I was too intoxicated last night.
I get it. I didn't prepare one at all. So
Yeah, look at me. Step ahead.
Yep.
I did buy a little journal.
Oh yeah.
I bought a little journal to write these in.
I got a little tiny one too, just like a little personal one. I
got a little
pocket in case I could come up with something interesting.
See, mine's a little bit bigger than that. I could probably keep it in these pockets.
Yeah.
These
Oh
pants.
yeah. Then cargos.
Yeah, no, these were $8 on Amazon.
Heck yeah.
I can't wait for people to listen to this. This is not sponsored by Amazon or whatever company sold me these pants.
Could be.
Could be. I'm open to it.
Yeah.
I'll let anyone. Anyone can pay me to say anything. Anything.
He spiked the camera lens for.
Oh yeah, I forgot the audio
Yeah.
listeners. I did just stare directly into the lens.
Okay.
Oh, so we should. I meant to shout this out. We have a Twitter.
Yes.
We have a Twitter. We have a Gmail. And I'm gonna get that information right now.
Yeah. We post. You post on there.
I do. I try to post every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little more difficult than other days, because sometimes I just don't know what to post. And we don't have enough followers yet to interact with them the way like Last Round Save Twitter account does.
Shout out to Last Round Save, those guys.
Yeah, those are great. Those guys are great. So yeah, we're on Twitter. It's at Mothman Podcast, which I did think I was going to get that. So you can follow us there. You can tweet us there.
They'll get caught up here soon, but video versions of this podcast will be coming out like next day. Mm-hmm. Like after a day on podcast platforms, the next day it'll come out on YouTube.
So like Mondays?
Yeah.
Videos will be on Mondays. I mean, you can watch the videos. I'm not going to lie to you.
There's nothing going on. It's us sitting on a couch.
You can watch me stare into the camera.
Yeah.
As I offer my... Never mind.
It's us sitting awkwardly on a couch.
It is, because there's no good way to sit on this. All of the episodes go up on Twitter. So if you... Because I'm subscribed to the podcast on Spotify. Doesn't give me notifications.
Doesn't.
So follow us. Put our notifications on.
Yeah.
All I do is talk about cryptids on there.
Click that bell.
Oh yeah, there is a bell on Twitter now.
There's a bell on Twitter now. That's probably going to be the best way to like keep up with that. If Spotify and like your podcast platforms don't give you push notifications, that'd be the easiest way.
And you can follow Levi on Twitter
at Levi Carver, and that Levi has an S.
You can follow me on Twitter at Baby Mothman. I was very drunk.
He changes it often.
I do change it often. Just go through whoever the Mothman. Go to the Mothman podcast Twitter
and see who it's following.
Yeah, and then just look for Zachary.
Yeah,
because I had big gremlin hours for a while.
Yeah, you did.
And then it felt appropriate to move that over to
Skeleton Crew Mothman. First Mate for a while.
I did have that. That was a good one. I had the old Dick Twist for a while. Oh, that was a good one.
Twist it.
I'm trying to find the Gmail to make sure I give out the right one, because I had a much harder time getting that, like the name I wanted that. So it's the Mothman Podcast at Gmail.
Okay, and you can write in with comments, questions.
You can write in whatever you want.
Yeah, ideas for future episodes, sort of thing.
And that's why I created the Twitter. The Twitter mainly because I figured that it'd be an easy way for people to get links to the show if they didn't have a podcast app. As well as I know a lot of podcasts do emails. Yeah. And I'm sure that's an easy way to interact. But for me, I'm just on my phone all the time. So, I mean, any ideas, you can tweet to me. If you tweet to the podcast, I might bully you. Yeah. No.
As the podcast?
No.
Oh.
If you tweet to the podcast and I don't like it, I'll go to my personal account and then come bully you in the replies. Good nature.
Another way you can, like, if you can't for some reason can't figure out the @ for the podcast, you can use the hashtag My Neighbor Mothman.
Yes. Oh man, I think I forgot a hashtag in. I got that hashtag. I don't think I put the podcast hashtag in the latest tweet. But yeah, you can. I'm the only person using it, or us two.
Yeah.
You can find us on that. I mean, there's a lot of ways to find us.
I abbreviate it sometimes too.
Yeah.
MNMM. Which is just a mouthful of sounds.
Welcome to the show. I'm Zachary. This is Levi. Welcome to And it just gets longer every week until it's an hour. Just,
That was the episode.
welcome to see you next week. No, so I mean, interact with us. And you can tweet me whatever you want. Don't tweet the podcast anything weird. You can tweet me weird stuff. I'll respond to it.
Yeah, if you like have suggestions for cryptids that you'd like us to look into and cover.
Yeah, for sure. I'll
like that giant rat that they found.
No, I sent you a link about it on Discord.
It's not real. It was a Halloween toy.
I was so sad about that.
Too. I saw it before you sent it. Actually,
oh.
I was like, aw.
I don't remember. I think I was in Discord and I was like, I wonder if there's any news about that rat thing. And it was like, oh, it was a Halloween decoration. I was like, oh man,
yeah, that kind of bum. It's kind of bum. There are things called king rats or rat balls, where their tails will get knotted up, and then they just become a giant mass of rolling rats.
Yeah, that sounds scary.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else important, because this is a good time to get out our important stuff.
May or may not have a podcast next week, depending on how fast I can get the new house set up.
Okay.
Fair. I'm gonna edit this one after we go get the U-Haul. Getting one of those big 26-footers.
If we can do a podcast, I might just jump on Twitch and just talk about random stuff.
That works too.
It'll just be you know what I'll do? I'll get very drunk and I'll just start reading stuff.
Yeah. Just off Wikipedia.
Yep.
Off scripted wiki. Yeah.
I don't know. We could probably. I'm gonna say we'll figure it out. Hopefully, we'll get it set up because these are fun. This is a good thing to do every other weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I've got. Suggestions? Send them to us.
Always.
Oh wait. Cryptid Fight Club.
Oh yeah, that might be. We might end up being able to spin that off.
Cryptid Fight Club? Mm-hmm. We probably could. That's something we probably could.
Yeah.
We probably convince Jake to get in on that.
Yeah. He gives real good reasoning.
He does.
So
if you don't follow us on Twitter, Jake did rip us apart for just allowing.
He created a group chat to discuss the fight between the Mongolian deathworm and Bigfoot.
And he did make good points.
He did.
Now, I will still say I still think Mongolian deathworm. Jake's idea, he said that it would finish in a tie.
Yeah.
That they'd both die. Double KO, which is fair.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean we might do that. That sounds fun. I've got some good ones coming down the chute.
I've got a couple interesting ones. I'm gonna go a little mainstream next time.
I've got a couple mainstream ones.
Yeah.
The mainstream ones might be good. Those will be long episodes.
Yeah, because we'll have a lot of coverage up for them.
Someone's breaking into the house. No, so I mean that's all I've got. But Cryptid Fight Club.
The problem with this one is the water.
It's in the water.
Yeah. Gotta have another water creature for it to fight.
All right, so we're putting a this will be not a hiatus. What's it called when you delay something? Other than no, not delay. I know the word delay. 1 second. You talk about something.
Yeah, so
this word.
basically, yeah. Until we get another worthy opponent, I don't think we can do the Fight Club for this one. The thing we brought up with the death worm was its ranged attacks.
Yeah.
In that fight discussion before, but Jake believes that the Bigfoot's down, or not down, fur. What down is feathers. What's wrong with me?
Bigfoot with feathers.
Yeah, he thinks that the denseness of the fur would eat most of the electrical attacks and acid attacks that it can make.
Man, I can't find this word. You just keep going.
Listen, that's all I got.
We're leaving this in.
Are we leaving this? I'm hearing tape going on upstairs. Jacob's giggling from the couch over there.
And I'm finding this.
It's on hiatus. It's on
No, it's something.
delay of game.
Yep, delay of game on Cadborosaurus. Dude, I don't know. There's something for like putting it on hold almost.
George is losing 7-2.
That's not. I thought you were helping me with this word.
I was, and then that popped up.
All right, so we'll get a fight club as soon as we get another marine animal.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to put that in my notes.
My next one that I was going to work on was actually a marine animal, so that's interesting.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. A little teaser for next
little teaser?
next episode.
Here, I'll go ahead and I'll look at mine, see what I've got. See if I can give a couple little teasers. I do have 2 that there were episodes of the X-Files on.
Oh.
I've got one for our Australian listeners. I made sure to put one of those on my list.
Chase was talking about the Yowie earlier. As a potential. I'm like, oh, he knows about the Yowie.
I've got one coming on the Yowie. I also have one that I found through Instagram, surprisingly enough.
That's very interesting.
I was just scrolling through Instagram and it was like a post with like 18 pictures, and it was an interview with a dude from a prison talking about a interaction he had with a cryptid or like legend, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it scared the living shit out of me.
That's awesome.
I was in bed like reading it and had to put it down because I was freaking out.
I've come across a couple like creepypastas that are that way. that are like, oh no, I could see this happening.
How old are you?
I'm very old.
So old.
I'm very, very old.
I'm still young. I've got
not as old as Jake though.
Yeah, that's right.
Take that, Grandpa.
I didn't know that. Jake's old. That's why he knows so much about so much.
That's true.
He's old.
And he's smart.
Let me stand behind that camera for that.
He's shaking his head no.
Stop!
All right, that'll do it for this episode of My Neighbor Mothman.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Like I said, interact with us.
Yeah.
Have fun with us.
Socials.
We're both pretty
YouTube,
connected to our
Facebook.
phones. Twitch,
Twitter.
MySpace.
Yeah, Friendster.
That's it. That's all I got. LimeWire.
No, that's not the social media.
Could be.
You can buy it, bring it back.
I can't imagine it selling for $2. We just need to end this. We can talk about buying LimeWire after the recording stops.
See you guys next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have fun. Oh, I forgot my warnings. Lock your windows. Don't go in the woods or the water ever. Music. Time for the music. We're putting the music in over this. Singing the song. Still don't know the beat. Won't listen to myself talk because I hate it. Will you put that over the music?
I'll put it at the end as like a little bonus.
Okay, all right, that's fine.